Identity confirmed. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Commander. I'm Advanced Protocol Unit NRO-2. I specialize in diplomacy, translation, manslaughter, and calumniation.
You're not from Sith intelligence.
My master has his reasons, but I can assure you that he always acts in the best interests of the Empire. The Empire appreciates your loyalty and fully supports this upcoming partnership. As leader of the Alliance, you will boost morale and align your allies under one banner. With war impending and resources dwindling, your first priority is protecting our fuel, food supply, and raw materials. We must keep them out of Republic hands.
Wouldn't it be simpler to just merge the Alliance and the Empire?
It was discussed, but Empress Asina requested that the Alliance remain a separate entity. She wants the Empire to be known as a formidable ally, not simply a conqueror. There are reports of a conflict brewing on the planet Ossus. With your help, the Alliance could tip the balance in the Empire's favor. In the meantime, return to Odessan to await further contact. Long live the Empire.
I knew that the Alliance would flourish on Odessan, but I didn't expect this place to feel so much like home. You should be proud of what you've built here, and the allies you've gained.
I couldn't have done it without you.
You give me too much credit. The Alliance is still a formidable power, but we're not strong enough to face the Republic or the Empire. Unfortunately, a confrontation is inevitable. There are skirmishes in wild space, riots on Quesh. Galactic war is imminent. We can no longer afford neutrality. If the Alliance is to survive, we must align ourselves with the Republic or the Empire. Whatever you decide, we'll follow your lead.
You're right, Lana. Now's the time.
So who do you wish to support? The Republic or the Empire?
It's time I got back to the Republic.
Understood. I'll assist however I can. I'll reach out to my contacts in the SIS. I expect they'll contact you directly.
Greetings, Commander. Though I have not been made privy to the details of your intelligence career, what I have heard was quite impressive. That you have risen to the leadership of such an influential galactic faction is only fitting. I hope to strengthen the bond of friendship between your alliance and the Empire.
I'm glad to hear it. What exactly do you have in mind?
A small Imperial strike team is currently engaged in a covert operation on the ancient Jedi world of Ossus. I am hoping that you can provide them with some assistance.
What kind of assistance?
The operation is being overseen by a younger member of the Dark Council, Darth Melora, head of scientific advancement. While Melora possesses a brilliant mind, not unlike Empress Asina, she has little of Asina's patience for the subtleties of military operations. Melora's objective was meant to be completed by now. Pressed to deliver results, she will likely hurl troops at the problem without regard for strategy. My finest infantry soldiers, Raven Squad, are participating in the operation. It would be a great loss to the Empire if their lives were wasted.
I'm not sure I've heard of Melora before. Is there anything else you can tell me about her?
She takes her work very seriously and has little interest in outside opinions. As a member of the Dark Council, Melora is beyond my influence. But someone like yourself, an outsider whose allegiance is greatly valued, you could accomplish much that I cannot.
I can investigate the situation. What is the strike team's mission on Ossus?
The Jedi have established a secret colony on the planet. We believe they're using it to train and ready themselves for war. The Jedi's numbers are already low. If this training compound can be destroyed, we will be at an inarguable advantage when full-scale hostilities begin.
A mission to kill Jedi. It's been too long.
Indeed. When our ancient enemies are swept away, the Sith Empire's victory will be assured. I will forward all of my available data on Melora and the operation. Your assistance will no doubt ensure the mission's success. I am certain that Empress Asina will be most appreciative. Thank you for your time, Commander. I shall look forward to word of your triumph. Glory to the Empire.
Glory to the Empire, Moff.
You'd love the Corellian sector. Best Starshine surprise on Nar Shaddaa. First round is on me. You finally made it. Could you bring me another K3? Wait, make that 2. Well, if it isn't the commander of the most popular club in the galaxy. Welcome to my second favorite cantina. Jonas Balker, Republic, SIS. With a face like yours, it's no wonder half the galaxy signed up for the Alliance.
I'm not here to chat, Jonas.
Fine, fine. If that's how you feel. I'm glad you came to see me. The Republic and the Alliance have similar goals, and I think this partnership will benefit us both. A war is coming, whether we like it or not. We need to be prepared, and that means keeping fuel, food supplies, and raw materials out of Imperial hands. But more importantly, we need you to help put a positive spin on the whole thing. Flash your winning smile, inspire the troops. The usual.
Wouldn't it be simpler to merge the Alliance with the Republic?
Unfortunately, some of your friends have quite a history with the Republic. They're valuable allies, but it'll take some time before we can entrust them with confidential operations. Sparks are flying on Ossus, off in the Outer Rim. With a little help from you and the Alliance, the Republic could gain the upper hand. I'll make a few calls, set plans in motion. We should have more details once you're back on Odessin. Welcome back to the Republic, Commander.
No sudden moves, if you please.
I'm here to help.
That a fact?
At the request of Moff Pyron.
Well, that's a different story. You do look familiar, somehow. We worked together before.
Ugh, this ruckus is intolerable. I'm trying to concentrate. What is the meaning of all this? You! I should have known some glory hound like you would slither their way into my grandest achievement. Just what business does the Alliance have here, Commander? First I have blasters pointed at me, and now this. Why so much hostility? This is not a camp of fools. Your intent here is plain for all to see. This is my operation. I will see it done my way. If you feel you can contribute, I'm sure the Major can use your help for something or other. Whatever you end up doing, do it quietly. I need to focus on my creations.
Her creations are just as likely to get us killed as any Jedi. Idiot.
Why don't you tell me more about what's happening here, Major?
Our odds of success are going up by the second, that's what. Now that you're here, we might get some real work done. Let's buckle down, huh? Objective is to trash the Republic colony, take out all the Jedi we can find. We've got troops ready, willing, and able. Does Her Sithly Eminence send us to do that? Or does she hold us all back while she works on her little science project?
Science project?
Geonosians. Mutated, turbocharged psycho-Geonosians. They're killers, she got that much right. They just don't care who they're killing, imp or rep. Buggy freaks clipped one of my boys, Brax, while he was out on patrol. No comms and he hasn't made it back. Dead or alive, his gear's got info that could give away our position. Can't risk that. Was just about to go looking for him. Care to join?
You don't have search parties out already?
Would have, if you hadn't parked your shuttle in the middle of our briefing. I'm ready to go whenever you are, Commander.
Ah, Commander. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Ardenando Dipolis Derun. I oversee the Republic's deployments along the Parlemian hyperroute. I only wish we were speaking in person. I just brewed a truly invigorating blend of Catalentan tea. Do you enjoy tea, Commander?
Tea wouldn't be my first choice, no.
Ah, you're missing out, trust me. I'll send you a case. You must try it. Exquisite. A beautiful planet, Catalenta. Its people are renowned for their long and steadfast support of the Jedi. It is the Jedi I wish to discuss with you today.
I'm afraid I haven't been in contact with the Jedi Order in some time.
You are not alone in that. Few Jedi survived the war against Sekul. They've gone into hiding, scattered across the galaxy. I'm not even sure how many council members remain.
Satil Shan is still alive. Have you contacted her?
I have, but it's been years since she led the Jedi. She couldn't help me. I did manage to learn of one surviving member of the Jedi Council, Master Nostral. My sources tell me he's in hiding, on the planet Ossus.
The ancient home of the Jedi, all but destroyed by the Sith centuries ago.
Indeed. I'm told that Master Nostral took as many Jedi as possible, along with civilian volunteers, to establish a hidden colony on the planet. Unfortunately, the colony doesn't seem to be hidden any longer. I've tracked Imperial forces moving through the area. I believe the Jedi are in grave danger.
Have the Jedi been warned?
The Jedi colony is completely off the grid, and any warning I try to send will only lead the Sith directly to them. Ossus is at the far end of the Parlemian hyperroute, practically the Empire's front door. I have no official authority to intervene. I'm gathering the resources to launch reinforcements regardless. But without authorization, it's taking time. Time the Jedi may not have. You aren't bound by Republic regulations. You can help faster than I can. Please, travel to Ossus. Protect the Jedi until my forces can arrive. They need our help.
Helping the Jedi isn't just another mission for you, is it? This is personal.
It should be personal for everyone. The Jedi deserve whatever help we can give. I'll forward the coordinates for the Jedi settlement. There is one final catch. Initially, you must go with a light force, perhaps even alone. Approaching with an attack group of any significance is sure to provoke a massive Imperial escalation long before I can respond in kind.
The Empire won't know I'm there until it's too late.
May the Force be with you, Commander. I hope to be sharing the next cup with you in person very soon.
Likewise, General.
The General is very shrewd. Going in alone is the best move here. I'll have a shuttle prepared, something small and stealthy.
Wish I could go along. Nostral is an old friend of mine. It'd be good to see him again.
We'll have you on your way to Ossus as soon as possible. May the Force serve you well.
What do you think of Empress Asina?
Smart, patient, worth following. She's kept you and the Alliance on board, so you must not feel too different. Still, a bit hard to believe the old Emperor was planning to eat us all. Anyway, nothing on the scanner. We can keep moving.
It's you! It's really you! All right. Nadia, cancel the whole evacuation. I don't care what's coming for us. We have got nothing to worry about.
He's wonderful at introductions, isn't he? I'm Nadia Gurel. You were the battle master, weren't you? Back before Zakul invaded?
Yes, that's right.
And, of course, the only woman who could ever make an honest man out of me. Ugh, crushed me as easily as a Sith Lord, though much more pleasantly.
Yes, well, you said you were evacuating, so you know about the Imperials? Yes, we don't know how many there are, but they have serious resources. If they're here, it's for a major fight, and we can't afford to give them one.
Civilians and non-essentials are loading up first. Who calls a doctor non-essential when there's a fight brewing? You ask me, the Jedi have lost their minds.
How exactly did you get mixed up in all this?
I got split up from Kira and Scourge. It's a long story. So I went to find other Jedi. Seemed like the best odds of catching up with them. Or you, eventually. I heard about the colony after it was already built, so I was a latecomer. But they were happy to have a full-time doctor on staff.
Well, that was before we got to know him.
Dr. Kimball, Nadia, how go the shuttle preparations?
We'd be a lot further along if we hadn't borrowed so many of the shuttle's parts for the colony systems. It's going to be hours before we can launch.
We should be calling the whole thing off. Do you know who this is? Hero of Tython, Slayer of the Emperor? Ring any bells?
I command the Alliance now. We overthrew the Eternal Empire and destroyed the Sith Emperor, once and for all. I've come to help.
Sounds like a lot's happened since we cut our communications.
Which helped to keep us hidden all this time. I am quite familiar with your past service to the Jedi, Commander, and I look forward to updating my journals with your more recent exploits. It's probably time you had a chapter all your own, but that will have to wait. The Sith are on our doorstep. I formed this colony to safeguard the Jedi and their teachings for the future. Now, we must abandon it to serve that same goal.
Republic reinforcements are coming. We just have to hold out until they get here.
We welcome any help they can offer, but until they arrive, our plan must remain the same. We have to get these shuttles ready as soon as possible.
You don't seem convinced that help is on the way. You don't think the Republic will come?
Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Perimeter alarms. They're coming again. I'm on my way to handle it.
Yes. Take backup this time.
Backup? I got all the backup I need right here.
Commander, this is Tau Adair, our head of security. Would you be willing to join her in holding off the enemy as we complete our preparations?
Whatever's out there, we can handle it. Do what you need to do.
We'll leave you to it then. Nadia, Dr. Kimball, let's see how the farming crews are doing.
We are gonna catch up when this is all over, Gorgeous. Believe it.
I promise. What did your sensors pick up? Imperial soldiers? Sith?
Neither. The imps are just toying with us. The old man's pretty sure they're being led by a Sith named Melora. Melora's into biology, genetic manipulation, Sith alchemy, blah blah blah. She makes monsters. For us, she's cooked up some kind of mutated Geonosians. Hyper-aggressive, heavily armored, psychotic Geonosians. With weapons. Making their way toward the colony in swarms.
You said Nosteral had an idea about who's running the operation. Melora?
He's got profiles on all of the major Sith, their specialties, favorite meals, everything. If he says it's Melora, odds are he's right. She doesn't care about strategy or conquest. She wants to control life itself. For Melora, war is just a test for her creations. Ossus is riddled with old, buried ruins. The mutants like to cut through them to approach unseen. We get out there and collapse a few tunnels, they'll be cut off, and the colonists will have a lot more time to move.
Then let's get to it.
After you, Commander.
Are non-human military officers common now?
Getting there. I'm one of the first to get a rank like this, but the numbers are getting better every day. I had a bit of a head start. When I was a slave, I was running ops for my old master. Made his actual troops furious. He was a colonel in the infantry, special forces. Every mission he gave me, I ran circles around all his fancy officers. Got me a commission the minute they changed the rules.
What happened to your master?
Crusty old Sleemo's dead. Good riddance. Not picking up anything here. Let's move on.
Almost 5 years now. 5 years of peace and quiet. We had a good run. Of course, it took me nearly 2 of those years just to relax. I was sure someone would show up looking for blood. They always do.
How many Jedi were left after the war with Sakul?
We honestly aren't sure. After the Republic surrendered, the old man didn't want to risk getting an accurate count with names, in case Sakul got a hold of it. So, we all went to ground, to watch, wait, and rebuild. Not my first choice, but I see the wisdom in it.
Do you know where the rest of the Jedi are?
There were still contingents on Tython and Ilum last we checked. Didn't bother calling the Green Jedi, they'd never leave Corellia. Most are probably hiding in groups, on far-off planets like we did. Or walking their own path, following the Force. That was my plan, originally.
Who changed your mind?
The old man. He's always understood me best. He convinced me that this was where I needed to be, and I think he was right.
I should contact the Alliance. Our forces could finish this in a matter of hours.
I'll bet they would. But we can't risk long-range comms. Jedi might pick it up. They hear a message like that, they'll clear out before we can do any real damage. Sure would be nice to see a real assault force, though.
Incoming! Let's take one more look around before we set off the charges. There's gotta be something here the old man would want.
I'm told the war with Zakul was costly. What is the status of the Imperial military?
Nowhere near the numbers we had in the old days. Just not enough materials and fuel and food to make it happen. Still a few steps ahead of the Republic, at least. We can thank Asina for that. She managed to rebuild a lot of warships without Zakul knowing.
Is that what Moff Pyron was up to?
You'll have to ask him. Blast. Still nothing. You know, I'm having a thought. Melora loaded the first wave of mutants on a shuttle, planning to drop them near the colony. They broke loose, shuttle went down. Big surprise. It didn't go down far from here. We get the sensors on that bird working, we can scan a lot further.
Last one.
Judging by your technique, you must have done a lot of fighting before you came here.
More than most, more than they ever trained us for. My first battle was Corellia. I flew in on a transport with 5 of the Jedi, one of the ones with the open sides, you know. The pilot took us in low, between the buildings. We're in midair, and this Sith Lord, he just jumps right into the transport. Red lightsaber in each hand. 5 of my oldest friends were dead before they could even blink.
What did you do? How did you deal with the Sith?
Same way I usually do. I killed them. The Sith, had turned toward the pilot before my friends even hit the floor. I was behind him before he ever knew I was there. I nailed him with both hands. Hit the nerve clusters that run just over the ribs, felt them crack. He dropped both lightsabers on reflex. I don't remember where the grenade came from, must have been his. I smashed it right into his mouth and shoved him back out of the transport.
You don't mess around, do you?
That would be one of the things I learned about myself that day. Let's check in with the old man.
Tao, what's your status?
We've closed all the tunnels we could find. Sending coordinates now. Any chance you could backtrack to their source on some of the old maps?
Of course. Let's see. Yes, here we are. They were all part of a residential structure that must have largely collapsed centuries ago. I'm sending coordinates for the structure's main entrance. If you can seal that, the mutants' hidden approaches will be cut off completely.
Do you have the evacuation shuttles ready yet?
They're close, and we have most of the essentials packed and ready. Keep up the good work on your end, and we'll have nothing to worry about. The entrance you're closing is located in an area our archaeologists never fully cataloged. If you find anything of interest, please do your best to recover it.
Will do. Tau out. Ready when you are.
This is it. Background radiation has the scanner all twisted up. This might take a few minutes. A few very exciting minutes, apparently.
Let them come.
One of the cultural centers of the galaxy. The Sith destroyed it.
And now they're back.
They already cooked the whole planet with a supernova. Not sure how they're planning to top that. Gah! Keep your distance when the warriors go down. They're putting off some kind of spores. It seems weaker when we take down the warriors. Focus on the swarm.
You really got some moves.
I'm not sure these Geonosians are all that Melora makes them out to be.
I'd love to watch you give her some feedback. Let's see now. Okay. Got him! That's Brax, all right. Let's get moving.
Looks like we're finished here.
I can't get the old man on the holo. We'd better head back and make sure nothing's happened.
Brax, been looking everywhere for you.
Sorry, boss. Been quite a day. Looks like it isn't over yet, either.
More Geonosians.
Ready if you are. Still in one piece, Sergeant?
Not quite, Major, but close enough. Thanks for the save. Thank you both. Pardon, it's been a long day, but... Are you... Is that who I think it is?
Aw, little Braxy doesn't think he's worthy of a celebrity rescue.
Such a weird day. Honored to meet you, Commander.
You did well to survive alone against so many of those creatures.
Knock it off. You make the poor boy blush. Braxy is probably my top scout. We'd be in a real mess without him.
Hey, probably.
So impress me, why don't you?
Well, as a matter of fact, you know anything about a stealth supply drop coming in today?
Nothing on the schedule. You saw one come in.
I did. Landed near here. Was on my way there when the bugs pinned me down.
Only thing you're on your way to is a Bacta tank. We'll check out the supply drop site. You up for a bit more action, Commander?
What kind of supplies are you expecting?
Wasn't expecting any. It's probably more lab toys for Melora. But maybe we'll luck out. Wouldn't mind some new gear. Either way, we best find it before the Jedi do. Your ride's on its way, Brax. We'll see you back in camp.
Much obliged.
Wonder where they found soil reclamators that could handle a job like this. Jedi must have brought a few engineers along. Never expected to find real working farms here. Wonder how they're managing to grow anything in soil this bad.
I didn't take you for a farmer.
More of a gardener. Flowers, mainly.
You're joking.
Keep that sunny disposition. I might even send you a few. Is it weird that this is making me hungry? Starting to pick up a lot of chatter on the Jedi channels. Looks like it's coming from the other side of the farm. Let's check over there. Close one there.
Can you open it?
Doesn't look like it. My authorization code won't cut it. Gonna have to be Melora. Speaking of, we should try to convince her to let us make a play for the Jedi's farming data. If the Jedi could grow food here, they could grow it anywhere. We nab their data and wipe their computers. That could be us instead. We grow more food, we feed more soldiers, we win more battles. Huge advantage.
I couldn't agree more. We'll gather what the Jedi have learned, then make sure they can't use it.
I'm seeing why you're so popular, Commander. Let's call in a speeder, get this thing back to camp.
I didn't order any supply drop. I don't like this. Not one bit. It's a trick. Another distraction. Something sent by a rival. Someone trying to undermine the operation. I won't fall for it. That's possible, but the risk seems very low. Why ignore something that could help? Why risk anything when we're so close to our goal? No one is touching this pod. Your super soldiers are out of control. A minor setback that I have already overcome. I have formulated a mutative virus that will alter the Geonosians' olfactory membranes and adrenal cortices, making them susceptible to pheromone interventions. We need only infect the Geonosian queen and her 6 broodmates with my custom viral strains. That will spread the changes throughout their population. Of course, accessing the Queen's chambers will be a challenge. Suicidal, even, if her 3 bodyguard drones aren't killed first. No! Impossible! You died!
I am Darth Malgus. I speak with the full power of the Sith Empire, and I am in command now. You. I wasn't expecting you to be a part of this operation. I trust you share our goal. The complete eradication of all Jedi on this planet.
Yes, but I destroyed your uprising. Defeated you in battle. I have a hard time believing that none of that matters to you.
You have proven your strength. Beyond that, our past dealings are irrelevant. Too much time has been wasted already. We will begin by blinding and silencing our enemy. Who is the ranking military officer?
Here, my lord. Major Anri.
All Jedi communications and sensors must be jammed before we attack. Take as many soldiers as you need to complete this task.
I'll only need one person to get that job done. Commander, would you be so kind?
As long as Lord Malgus doesn't have other plans for me.
I do not. We should all be as wise as the Major in choosing our allies.
Ready when you are, Commander.
Nonsense are you talking now? Frozen in carbonite. Come on. It's true. My old sergeant told me the same thing. Well, your new lieutenant says for you to cut the chatter and get back to work. Ha! Frozen in carbonite.
Looks like you can shut their sensors down from there. I'm gonna do a quick sweep. See if you can't find a copy of their farming data while you're at it.
Data received. I'm now infiltrating the Jedi computer system. All data on their crop and soil rejuvenation programs will be copied and then deleted. You have served the Empire well. Congratulations, Commander.
Are we set? Raven to Nest. Job's done. Enemy is dark.
Excellent. All units are prepared. We have traced the bulk of the Jedi to an ancient library. That is our objective.
Coordinates received. We'll meet you there.
For the Empire.
The library. The whole reason I accepted this pitiful assignment. You survived. I never would have made the Dark Council if a little shove were enough to kill me.
What's so special about the library?
Knowledge. Research and documentation of long-forgotten techniques, gathered from both the Sith and the Jedi. Not to worry. I won't stand in your way. Complete the mission. I will simply pick over the remains for what I seek. Come back with us. We can finish this together. If Malgus had leave to remove me from command, then my time as a Dark Council member is over. I will not return. I'm surprised you would even ask. My alliance could use your knowledge. I think you and Dr. Ogorov would get along well. An intriguing offer. Unexpected, but intriguing. I'll consider it. Get on with your work, but know this. Empress Asina may have Malgus on a leash, but that does not make her the only one who can pull it.
Strange lady, that one. Any luck with the farming data?
I found everything we need. I've already sent it to Imperial Command.
Outstanding! You don't know what a difference this is gonna make. Reps will be too busy fighting for scraps to fight us. Alright, time to hit the library.
Our sensors are being jammed, along with our communications, both short and long range. Disruptions like this can mean only one thing.
Invasion.
The Empire will come in earnest now. This doesn't fit Melora's pattern. She never bothered to disable enemy communications during her siege of Nantoon. Something very strange is happening. We have to move quickly. Many of our people are still outside the colony. Some at the farms, and the rest at the ancient library. We should split up.
You don't need to act like we have a choice, old man. No way you're leaving this planet without seeing that library one more time.
We can handle evacuating the farms, then meet you at the library afterward. Your people will get out of here safely, Master. I promise.
The first shuttles will start launching while we gather the stragglers. They could send a distress signal once they escape the jamming zone.
I'll get you General Daeroon's direct frequency. He's the best person to contact.
I'm sure the Republic's just gonna sweep in and save the day.
Even if they merely pick up our evacuation craft, it would be a huge help. I'll pass the information on. Thank you, Commander. Before you go, Tao, we need to finish our discussion about your Padawan.
Now? Really? This feels like a good time.
It is always a good time to learn, teach, and grow.
We already had this discussion, which is why I don't have a Padawan. You don't want more Jedi like me. One is bad enough.
You think that if so many good Jedi die and you survive, then you must not be a good Jedi. You think that the reason you've survived, your skill in battle, is the only skill you've mastered, so you must be a bad Jedi. But the only lesson you need to learn is that you are more than the killer you see in yourself. Teach, and you will see just how much more.
You believe in me more than anyone I've known, and I appreciate that, but I'm just not ready. Look, can we save this for later? The imps aren't waiting around, and neither should we.
Very well. You check on the farms, I'll check on the library. And we'll meet afterward to select your Padawan.
Damn it, old man.
May the Force be with you.
That should do it. Let's find Nadia and the others.
Commander, Major Anri.
What's your plan?
Not a plan. A proposition. You came to Ossus to aid our mission. As the galaxy marches to war, you fight to see our empire triumph over its ancient enemies. Together, you and I can strike the first blow in that battle. We will find the leader of these Jedi, Nost Dural, and defeat him. We will show the galaxy that no Jedi can stand against our combined might. Just as the Republic cannot stand against the combined might of the Empire and your alliance.
Our enemies will remember this moment as the beginning of their end.
Major, take the rest of the troops and sweep the building. Eradicate all who oppose you. We will do the same.
We can't just leave. Not now.
You have to. Take the others and get moving. I can handle a few Sith.
We're here to help.
Tao! Commander, you're just in time. See, Zarios? Now we can handle whatever the Empire throws at us.
It's not about you. If the imps land a single shot on D9 before he finishes, we'll lose everything.
What do you mean?
All of our data! We grew crops in a radioactive wasteland. What we've learned could increase crop yields all across the Republic. Imagine how many people we could feed.
We'll handle it, Zarios. We need you to head to the shuttles and get everyone loaded up. The faster the better.
This can't be the only place the data is stored. Couldn't you just get a copy from the colony databanks?
All of our computer systems have gone haywire. I don't know if it's the Imperial jamming or what. This is the only working terminal. It may be our only shot.
Imperial's coming in fast. Get moving, Zarios. I won't say it again.
All right. Let's go.
Tau?
Everyone okay?
Good here. I'm glad we got Zarios and the others out of here. That got a bit exciting. D9, were you able to get the files?
Get this back to the colony right away, Nadia. Make sure the Republic gets a copy.
Of course. I'm never gonna let Zarios live this one down. Speaking of, I'd better catch up with him and the rest of the crews. Make sure they get back to the colony safely. Really appreciate the help, Commander. We're lucky you joined us when you did. I'll meet you both back at the shuttles.
We should hurry to the old library. If they sent a force like this just for some farms, there's no telling how many troops they sent there.
Are you all right, Tau? Is there anything you want to talk about?
These weren't a bunch of brainless monsters, not like the Geonosians. But fighting them, killing them, it didn't really feel all that different.
We're fighting an enemy that wants to destroy everything we care about. It doesn't always feel good, but we can't let them win.
I suppose you're right. Let's get moving.
Ivory built the Order while we've been out here?
I doubt it. I think they would have come to find us if they had. Honestly, I'm not sure it should be rebuilt.
What do you mean?
When we're all part of one big organization, we get pulled into all the politics of the galaxy. The wars. Is that what's best? When we're more separate, more spread out, we can all do good in our own ways. Follow the will of the Force, help wherever it guides us.
That might be the right path for some, but I feel we can do more. Help more people. If we're involved in those politics.
And the wars?
War is terrible, but depending on who wins, the results can be far worse.
Keep fighting. Jedi Master Nos Dural.
Darth Malgus, alive and well. This explains the sudden shift to more aggressive tactics against us. And you must be the commander of the Alliance. A story I would have loved to document. A pity that two such influential leaders would waste their potential by traveling here just to burn some old books and kill an old man.
You can play for time if you want, but there's no help coming.
In that case, let's find out if you can live up to your respective legends.
So be it. Jedi.
Let's begin. The power of the dark side is a lie.
That was too close.
We are all shaped by the choices of our past.
Nostoral is a master of mind tricks. Do not let yourself be
These are
deceived.
illusions,
Nothing more.
Our story isn't over yet. Kalsenderak, Van Zalo. Darth Jadis, Tenebrae, dozens of others I could never confirm. It seems I'll be meeting my fate in distinguished company.
Left to me, this library will be your grave, Jedi. But your fate is in the Commander's hands.
I'd say you have the right idea. Kill him before he bores us to death with another lecture.
We finished here. Rally the surviving troops outside.
Yes, my lord.
There must be something. Somewhere. Where?
Drop your weapon, now.
Such a mess. Always such a blasted mess with him.
Where is Nostoral? What have you done to him?
What? Oh, the Jedi. Over there somewhere. But you're rather too late to help him, I think.
Wrong answer.
You don't seem like you care about the Jedi at all. Why are you even here?
My purpose is beyond your feeble comprehension. Leave me to my work.
We're not going anywhere.
Tiresome. Ignorant. Ugh. You speak to Darth Malora of the Dark Council. And your interruptions end now.
There's something different about these mutants. Watch out! That Geonosian is healing the other somehow. Take it down!
Insipid creatures! You truly are useless!
Starfighters.
They're attacking the camp.
Major, all troops, return to base at once.
Enough! You will not win! You cannot win!
Melora's barrier has failed! Now's our chance!
Fools. Ignorant fools.
He's alive. Barely, but he's alive.
Truly? Lord Malgus has lost his edge.
Malgus?
Oh yes. This is all his handiwork. I would never make such a mess of a library, even one belonging to a Jedi. Malgus usurped my entire operation. A veritable ballet of predatory evolution, discarded in favor of the bludgeoning fists of a toddler.
That's impossible. Malgus is dead. I was there.
Apparently, you should have been more thorough. Malgus is alive, here on this planet. Though operational might be more accurate. A machine with pieces of a desiccated Sith Lord bolted into it hardly deserves to be called alive. Life is far more variable, more adaptable, capable of true change, and thus true power. The Force is life, and only life can truly command its depth.
Will you shut up? Malgus or not, we have to get the old man back to the colony, now.
It may not be safe to move him. We should find a way to bring Doc here.
You might be right, but plastic comms are still jammed.
You realize Malgus is on his way to burn your colony to the ground, yes? He could hardly say he finished my work if he leaves it standing. That would be them now.
30 seconds to objective, my lord.
Enemy fighters, evade!
Kawana habala, ya kahupata ze jesere hapapa.
Those are Republic fighters.
They made it. They actually made it.
Good afternoon, Commander. Before you ask, rest assured. I brought tea.
I have to say, General, you know how to make an entrance.
I have frequently considered an alternate career in the theater.
Can you bring medics to our position? We have urgently wounded people here.
Right away. We'll evacuate everyone to the colony. Medical and support teams are landing as we speak. Daerun out.
I'll just be going then.
I don't remember saying you could leave.
Taking me prisoner will waste time, and personnel that you'll need to treat the wounded, like your friend here. I'm sure I'm not worth the effort.
I think a prisoner like you could tell us a lot of interesting things about Malgus and the Empire's plans.
Tiresome.
Our losses, Major.
We lost a lot of equipment. Some gear and supplies. Several of our troops stationed on lookout. But it could have been much, much worse.
Then we stand our ground. We have won a great victory today. This trifling attack will not chase us away. Major, see that images of Nostural's corpse are transmitted to the enemy.
Aye, my lord. Commander, thank you for everything. It's been a real honor.
If you ever need my help again, I'm all yours.
Well, I just may. Farewell.
My lord, incoming broadcast from Empress Asina.
Malgus, I'm told you've completed your task in customarily ruthless fashion.
We have slain countless Jedi, including the overseer of this colony, Nostural. His loss will cut our enemies deeply.
Impressive work indeed, but I've learned of an equally fascinating opportunity. Though it appears to have escaped your notice, the Jedi successfully raised numerous crops on that dead planet. Whatever techniques they applied there could have been seized and applied to generate plentiful food for our troops in this time of severe shortages. Fortunately, the Alliance commander was more attentive and captured the data from the Jedi computers. Well done, Commander. You've ensured a strong Imperial military for years to come.
I'm glad that I could be of service, Empress.
And what of the remaining Jedi, Empress?
Our ships have detected shuttles evacuating in droves. They will intercept as many as possible, and we will leave a meager force to protect against further incursions. Your mission on Ossus is over. Return to me at once, so that we may prepare you for your next assignment. Commander, your assistance is, as always, deeply appreciated. The Sith Empire is made stronger by its ties to your alliance. Our renewed war against the Republic has only just begun, but I am certain that you will become our greatest asset in the battles to come. Farewell.
I must prepare to depart immediately.
I can't understand why you're willing to be another one of Asina's servants.
You should hope that you never do. Today, we began a war, one that I have already fought twice. Twice our Empire has set the galaxy ablaze. Twice we have tried to burn away the hypocrisies and weaknesses of the Republic and their Jedi. Twice we have failed. We must not fail again, Commander, for there is precious little tinder left to keep our fire burning. Farewell.
Thanks to the distress calls, we were able to sweep in and pick up all of the evacuation shuttles before the Empire could deploy pickup teams of their own.
That's a huge relief. We can never thank you enough, General.
All too happy to help. All evacuees will be transported to safety in Republic space. I know of some settlements on Tanab that could put good farmers to use, if any are interested.
Are you going to keep enough troops here to fight off any Imperial reinforcements?
We'll establish a forward listening post here. Secure the colony perimeter, but I can't spare more than that. We're too close to Imperial lines to risk a full garrison. Speaking of farms, I have already forwarded your data to a friend of mine, an outstanding Shatej player from the Agriculture Administration.
They tell me the information from your farms is likely to revolutionize our entire logistical structure. Countless millions may be fed thanks to your efforts.
I'm glad I could help.
Any chance your fighters got Malgus in the attack?
It's possible, but seems a bit too much to hope for. Darth Malgus back on the front lines. This is a dark day for the Republic. We caught him off guard this time. I doubt we'll be so lucky again.
I still don't see how it's possible. Malgus died. This has to be some kind of trick.
I didn't sense any deception in Melora, and a few of the imps we captured confirmed her story. However he managed it, Malgus is alive. Is he all right? Did he make it?
Nostral's wounds were severe. Cauterized perforation of the upper ventricle, ocular damage from oxygen exposure, catastrophic muscular and nerve damage to the left forearm. Fortunately, he received treatment from the most brilliant, skilled, and handsome doctor in the entire galaxy, so he's gonna pull through.
That's great to hear. Good work, Doc.
Anyone else need patching up? I'm on a roll.
Thank you, Doc. I mean it.
That's what I do.
The soldiers are still digging through some of the worst of the damage to the library.
Torel, Reyna, and Z are still missing, and I can't sense them. That makes 15. I'll update again when we finish clearing the rubble.
The old man was right to bring us here. We needed this time to heal. And to remember what makes us Jedi. We've hidden long enough. The evil of the Sith doesn't stop just because we aren't there to oppose them. Quite the opposite. I'm no master, and I can't speak for the Order, but I can say this. The Republic needs the help of the Jedi. So let me be the first to volunteer.
I am deeply honored to accept. I'll have quarters prepared for any Jedi who wish to join you aboard my flagship.
We're already packed, and I think this will end up being a much more worthy destination. Commander, thank you. Without you, this would have been a much darker day for us all.
I'm glad I could be here, Tau. Reuniting with the Jedi has been long overdue.
With you around, I think it's safe to say the future of the Jedi is a bright one. May the Force be with you.
When the dawn came, the Zell awakened and saw the Tongs upon the high place and were afraid. For the morning light caught the glint of helms and weapons and created phantom warriors made of dazzle and distance. But the cleverest of them were not deceived. The Empire thought they could make this a grand first strike in their renewed war against us. They hoped to destroy the Jedi, to destroy us with fear before we ever faced them in open battle. Thanks to you, they failed. The Jedi are renewed allies of the Republic. Our people have seen that the Sith are vulnerable whenever we stand united. This war will be dark and brutal and vicious. But we will stand against that darkness together. And together, we will win.